Right, so my Kenwood DMX8019 arrived this morning. Let's get it out of the box, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to stick it in the car and set up the wireless Apple CarPlay. But anyway, get it out of the box first. So, yeah, if you've ever unboxed one of these things, all fairly standard, wiring loom, couple of USB extension cables. Next to that is the GPS antenna and the, microphone. Manual pack and the little clip out keys. And here is the trim frame that goes around it. Yeah, I won't be using that. Just because I'd have to cut it down, and I've got some other ones I could cut down if I needed to. Right, so it doesn't want to come out of the box, so now it's out of the box. This has come all the way from Germany. I bought this on the ARS24 web page, the web shop on eBay. Fantastic service, came with DPD, took a couple of days. It was already the cheapest thing on eBay, but then eBay had some 10% off deal, and I paid for it with one of those commercial foreign exchange MasterCards. So yes, absolutely storming deal, less than 400 quid for this. And right, so I was expecting it to look a little bit different to my 7017, the unit I reviewed about a week ago and promptly sold on eBay. This looks identical. The screen is supposedly WVGA, but it looks the same as my 7017. Right. So on the back we have got remote in, mic in, GPS antenna. You've got the connection for the Kenwood dash cam, Kenwood's own dash cam. You've got two USBs. Black is for iPhone, grey is for, I presume, Android. They're both 5 volt. They'll both charge, and that's a little multi-pin interface plug. Then you've got the wiring loom connection. You've got an AV input. You've got 3 sets of 5 volt pre-outs. You've got sub, front and rear. And then you've got that's an AV output. And then you've got your DAB aerial. So then you've got some flying leads. You've got the FM in, you've got front and rear camera inputs, and you've got one video output. The cage, I didn't use the cage because the CRV has its own little mounting brackets, and all these holes in the side give you a huge range of options as to how to position the unit. Interesting thing about this is it's a full depth unit. It's not like the half depth Pioneer units and others like that. Sony have like a single DIN thing. This means that you've got a lot of cables at the back, and getting them in might be a struggle. But anyway, so I fitted it in the CRV, and now we're going to power it up for the first time. And key in, ignition on, splash screen. You can customize the splash screen. You can also customize the backgrounds. There's a lot of widgets and things you can use to customize the appearance of the unit. So straight away it looks slightly higher resolution. I haven't tried them side by side, but it does look sharper. This was all absolutely on the money, so I guess it's location based. View and angle you can set depending on where the unit's mounted from you. Key color, mine are white in the CRV, so yeah, but you can set whatever you want. Yeah, leave it as it is. Back we go, and turn off demo because that will drive you insane. Finish, tick that box, agree. Okay, so this is a different look. I like this. I didn't scroll through the other options, but again, you can change this. You can put whatever you want on top of this. So this all looks fine. CarPlay. To start with CarPlay, you have to have it connected to the unit, it turned out. So the wireless CarPlay is something you activate after it's activated CarPlay. So, right, so let's set up DAB. It's obviously, as soon as you plugged it in, it started connecting itself, much more useful than the 7017, which you had to sort of get it cranked up and all that. And as I said in the previous video, I don't really use DAB much anymore. Tend to use BBC Sounds on a lot of listen back stuff, and obviously the Overcast app for podcasts, and Spotify to keep my youngest daughter happy. But we'll set BBC Six as the preset, the one and only preset. This interface with the DAB is really sharp. It's much better looking. Right, so now we plug in the iPhone, and this is CarPlay activated. So none of these icons are obviously arranged how I like them. It's a new device. The display does look a bit sharper still. Again, I didn't have the two side by side, so I couldn't exactly see whether this 8019 is slightly sharper, but it appears to be a little bit better. This is what it looks like when you turn the lights on or when it's in dark mode or whatevs. So now we arrange the apps. So get your CarPlay app open, select the unit, and you basically just drag the tabs and they correspond to the icons on the screen. So let's grab Waze. Come on, Johnny boy. All right, so Waze up to the top. So that's now on the front page. You can see the icons are moving around behind. BBC Sounds. Let's move Overcast up. Yeah, as I said, I don't have a huge amount of apps. So we're a little bit sort of down the road now. Get rid of music. Don't use that. And now playing is a handy little screen. And Google Maps. So we're kind of roughly where we are. Yeah. So you can just drag these to however you want. And yeah, get it how you like it. Google Maps. Quite fast as well. It scrolls quite nice. Anyway, that's that. So now we have powered the unit off and I've plugged it out, plugged my iPhone out. So now we will see whether wireless CarPlay works. No reason that it wouldn't work. So start up, a couple of impatient button presses, give it a bit of time, and there you go. So that is wireless, nothing plugged in. There you go. And let's try an app. Let's try opening Waze. See how fast it loads. Pretty fast. Got a fix. That isn't the fastest iPhone in the world. It's the iPhone 8 Plus. But yeah, all works nice. So that's it. I mean, I haven't listened to it yet. I have no doubt it will sound just as good as the 7017. Works quickly. I really like this wireless. That's going to come in very handy. And yeah, I mean, for the price I paid for it, pretty pleased with this machine. I will follow up on maybe some widget videos, and we'll see how we go.